This WESH 2 News Update, sponsored by Wet n Wild.
Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News Update.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. The time now is 7:26. Overnight, the dean of the Rollins College Chapel, Dean Patrick Powers, posted on Facebook that his sister, brother-in-law, and nephew were injured in the explosion at the Boston Marathon. The post goes on to say that his brother-in-law had one leg above the knee amputated. Dean Powers this morning is asking for prayers for his family.
And we continue our live coverage all morning on CW18. Here in Central Florida, this is new from overnight. A man in the hospital after being shot in Daytona Beach. It all happened on Jefferson Street. That's west of Bethune-Cookman University. Right now, police are looking for a shooter, but they're not saying if they have a description. Let's get over to First Alert meteorologist Jason Brewer. Jason, we're seeing a little haze, fog, and cloud cover.
Yeah, right now I want to urge drivers to use caution. I-95 in Flagler, Volusia County. Look at the visibilities there. Palm Coast and Daytona Beach down to about a half to 3/4 of a mile. You see on the black and white view the clouds coming all the way down into parts of Seminole and northwest Orange, but along I-4 through Volusia, possibly even parts of I-75 and the Turnpike. Heading north and west, you may encounter some of that across Marion and Sumter County. Temperatures mid to upper 60s right now, except 70 to 75 from Melbourne to the north and west around Orlando. Temperatures a little warmer than normal. We'll shave a few degrees off this afternoon with the breeze kicking in off of the ocean, and we're going to keep it dry. Mid-60s, some more patchy fog tonight. Mid-80s Wednesday and Thursday. A little better rain chance trying to pop back up by Friday afternoon, Kimberly.
And Jason, we are seeing some of your usual congestion on the 408 westbound in downtown Orlando. You're going to be hitting the brakes from Rosalind to I-4, mostly in the right lane. I-4 westbound in Seminole County stacked up from Lake Mary to Lee Road. A look at your travel time shows a 20-minute ride from Lake Mary Boulevard to Lee Road. I-4 eastbound still not too bad as you make your way through the downtown Orlando area. It's about 8 minutes right now from John Young Parkway to Colonial Drive.
You speed, you get a ticket, right? But are politicians getting a free pass from state police?
But we've always been told, be lenient on them.
Be lenient. In other words,
be lenient.
Cut them some slack, give them a break.
Right.
Now, WESH 2 News blows the lid off a fast-developing controversy.
It's always been an unwritten policy with the Florida Highway Patrol.
No, we do not have an unwritten policy on that.
Who do you believe? A WESH 2 News investigation. The politics of speed. Today at 5. Local, live, late breaking.
WESH 2 Traffic, sponsored by your Southeast Toyota dealers.
For local news right now, turn to WESH 2 News on CW18. Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News Update.
Good morning on this Tuesday. I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. The time now is 7:56. We're getting an update this morning on some of the local runners who traveled to the Boston Marathon and were there when those attacks happened, making their way home now to Central Florida, and they're telling us about their experience. One runner told WESH 2 News the explosions happened after she finished the race, but she saw the blast from her hotel window. You can hear much more on our website, wesh.com, and on CW18.
In Brevard County, Melbourne, police are asking for your help finding a bank robbery suspect, Stephen Beist. He's accused of robbing the Florida Business Bank last week, showing a gun and demanding cash. If you have any information, call authorities. Now let's send things over to Kimberly.
And Meredith, we are still seeing plenty of congestion along I-4 westbound in Seminole County, in Lake Mary, Longwood, and in Altamont Springs. A quick look at your updated travel time shows a 25-minute ride from Lake Mary Boulevard to Lee Road. I-4 eastbound has congestion from John Young Parkway to Colonial Drive, a 14-minute travel time. And on the 408 westbound, you're pretty solid with delays from Mills to I-4, Jason.
Right now we have sunshine from Orlando south, some low clouds and fog north of town, especially around Flagler Beach and heading back inland toward Bunnell. Back around Ocala, the low clouds, some fog across interior Volusia as well. Drivers on I-4 through Volusia County, take some extra time. You can still run into a couple of banks of dense fog. High temps today, though, mid and upper 80s from Sanford back to Claremont, right around 79 at Palm Coast, 82 in Melbourne. Our 7-day forecast, dry today and tomorrow, slight chance of storms by Friday.
Next, Ellen, Selena Gomez, plus Sophia Grace and Rosie.
Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News Update.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. The time now is 8:26. Overnight, the dean of the Rollins College Chapel, Dean Patrick Powers, posted on Facebook that his sister, brother-in-law, and nephew were injured in an explosion at the Boston Marathon. The post goes on to say that his brother-in-law had one leg above the knee amputated. Dean Powers this morning is asking for prayers for his family.
And new from overnight here at home, one person is in the hospital after being shot in Daytona Beach. It happened on Jefferson Street, west of Bethune-Cookman University. Police are now looking for the shooter, but are not saying whether they have a description. Let's get to Kimberly Williams in our traffic center with an update on the commute.
And we are still seeing some slowdowns in downtown Orlando, Jason, on the 408 westbound. Now it's mostly in that right lane between Roslyn and I-4, about a 10-minute travel time there. Now I-4 westbound looks better in Seminole County through Lake Mary and Longwood. We are, though, still seeing some slowdowns here in Altamont Springs. You're looking at about a 19-minute travel time between Lake Mary Boulevard and Lee Road. I-4 eastbound still stop and go from John Young Parkway to Colonial Drive, Jason.
And right now, Kimberly, the visibility is really trying to improve, but still some cautionary areas here along I-4 through Volusia, parts of Northern Lake, East Marion. Just another half hour we could see some fog. 71 right now in Orlando, 64 though in Ocala underneath some of the clouds. Afternoon highs, upper 80s inland, lower 80s along our coastline near 79 at Palm Coast. No rain today or tomorrow. Slight chance of storms returns Friday.
Next line, Peter Facinelli from Nurse Jackie.
They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, then you can have this. Hi, Peter.
Plus Caroline Kennedy and Alan Cumming.
Today at 9. Whenever you wake up.
We are on top of breaking news in Orange County.
Before you leave home.
Big changes in Central Florida.
Anytime.
Significant backups along I-4.
Choose WESH 2 News Sunrise. Weekday mornings 4:30 to 7 and 7 to 9 on CW18.
WESH 2 Traffic, sponsored by David Moss Toyota.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
Coming up next on WESH 2, it's Live with Kelly and Michael. Or turn to our sister station, CW18, for Maury. Next.
Selena Gomez plus Ellen's girls on the red carpet.
I'm sure they remain calm at all times.
Next, Ellen.
Today at 3 on WESH 2.
Tonight's primetime lineup on WESH 2 is sponsored by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible.
Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News Update.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Meredith McDonough.
And I'm Jason Guy. The time now is 8:56. This morning, many of the runners from Central Florida who traveled to the Boston Marathon are making their way home and talking about that terror attack. One runner told WESH 2 the explosions happened after she finished the race, but she could see the blast from her window. You can hear much more on our website, wesh.com.
In Brevard County, Melbourne police are asking for your help finding a bank robbery suspect, Stephen Beist. He's accused of robbing the Florida Business Bank last week, showing a gun and demanding cash. If you have any information, give a call to police. And now let's send things over to Kimberly.
And Meredith, as we take a final look at your travel times, you'll still see some delays on the 408 westbound in the right lane as you merge onto I-4 in downtown Orlando. I-4 eastbound has a 14-minute ride from John Young Parkway to Colonial Drive. Most of that congestion begins here near Michigan. And if you're headed out the door in Seminole County, the delays have just about cleared. We are still seeing a few slowdowns, though, between State Road 436 and Maitland Boulevard. About a 5-minute travel time between those 2 points, Jason.
And Kimberly, we woke up to some gray skies and some lower visibilities north of Orlando. Right now, that fog and cloud bank really trying to shrink, and visibilities are improving, but still want to use some caution if you're traveling here across West Volusia, Northern Lake, East Marion County, where we could still see a little bit of fog here over the next few minutes. There's your 7-day forecast. Dry today and tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s today, mid 80s tomorrow. A nice breeze off the ocean. As we head to the end of the week, a slight chance of storms returns by Friday afternoon. A better rain chance Saturday as a cool front works into Central Florida.
You speed, you get a ticket, right? But are politicians getting a free pass from state police?
But we've always been told, be lenient on them.
Be lenient. In other words, cut them some slack, give them a break.
Right.
Now, WESH 2 News blows the lid off a fast-developing controversy.
It's always been an unwritten policy with the Florida Highway Patrol.
No, we do not have an unwritten policy on that.
Who do you believe? A WESH 2 News investigation. The politics of speed. Today at 5. Local, live, late breaking. Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News Update.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Jason Guy. The time now is 10:26. An Orlando police officer is under investigation in Orange County. Take a look at this video. He's accused of hitting a pedestrian and leaving. Investigators say 36-year-old Tetrish Nunn was at fault for crossing Huey Avenue against the crossing signal, but the officer, Michael Florentino Taberski, was found at fault for leaving. In Seminole County, some parents could find out tonight where their child will go to school next year. Parents will have one last chance to be heard at a meeting set for tonight regarding the east phase of rezoning. This morning, many runners from Central Florida who traveled to the Boston Marathon are making their way home following the terror attack and talking about their experience. One runner told us the explosions happened after she finished the race, but she could see the blast from her window. You can hear much more on our website, WESH.com. And in light of the explosions in Boston, we are seeing increased security here in Central Florida. You can see in this photo, Homeland Security officers are outside the Orlando Federal Building this morning. They're searching vehicles, and also bomb-sniffing dogs are on hand just to make sure everything is safe. Our own Aixa Diaz is in Boston today. She is going to be bringing complete updates to you new at noon. Right now, let's give you a live look outside. We're seeing some clouds in those blue skies above Orlando. It's 78 degrees, and next, First Alert meteorologist Jason Brewer has your weather.
Meteorologist Jason Brewer, welcome back. Blue skies above Universal Orlando right now. A warm, bit humid, but very nice day out there with the breeze developing off the ocean. We should be able to keep those temperatures just a few degrees lower than yesterday's highs. Right around 77 right now in Sanford, 72 in Ocala after the morning gray skies have given way to mostly sunny conditions. Wind speeds 5 to 15 miles an hour. They'll pick up about 10 to 15 this afternoon, so not too bad. 87 at the Villages today and Longwood as well. 84 in DeLand. We'll see some low 80s along the coastline from Titusville southward. A few degrees lower heading north around Palm Coast. Your 7-day dry today, dry tomorrow, mainly dry on Thursday. Chance of an afternoon storm or two coming back by Friday afternoon, and then a better rain coverage Saturday as a front moves in.
You speed, you get a ticket, right? But are politicians getting a free pass from state police?
But we've always been told, be lenient on them.
Be lenient. In other words,
be lenient.
Cut them some slack, give them a break.
Right.
Now, WESH 2 News blows the lid off a fast-developing controversy.
It's always been an unwritten policy with the Florida Highway Patrol.
No, we do not have an unwritten policy on that.
Who do you believe? A WESH 2 News investigation, the politics of speed. Today at 5, local, live, late breaking.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Jason Brewer. We're warming up fast, already in the low 80s around Orlando, 80 at Sanford, 81 in Melbourne. Temperatures a little cooler in Flagler and Marion County right now, sitting in the lower 70s. But afternoon high temps run into the upper 80s inland. We'll have temps near 79 or 80 along the Flagler-Volusia coast and warm into the low 80s through Brevard. Our 7-day forecast, dry today and tomorrow. A chance of storms returns late in the week into the weekend.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Jason Brewer. Right now on the black and white satellite picture, you see a few of those cumulus clouds just hugging I-4 eastward right now. Otherwise, lots of sun. 77 in Ocala, 82 in Orlando, warming up. It's in the low 80s in Melbourne already. Afternoon highs will be on into the upper 80s inland. Coastal temps will stay a little lower with the winds off the ocean. Much more on the rain coverage as we head through the middle of the week. Straight ahead.
The following is a paid commercial program. WESH TV does not warrant any claims. The preceding was a paid commercial program. WESH TV does not warrant any claims. You speed, you get a ticket, right? But are politicians getting a free pass from state police?
But we've always been told, be lenient on them.
Be lenient. In other words,
be lenient.
Cut them some slack, give them a break.
Right.
Now, WESH 2 News blows the lid off a fast-developing controversy.
It's always been an unwritten policy with the Florida Highway Patrol.
No, we do not have an unwritten policy on that.
Who do you believe? A WESH 2 News investigation, the politics of speed. Today at 5, local, live, late breaking.
If fog will be a concern tonight and how long dry weather lasts at 4.